field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now on first down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep here is Brandon Tate. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake. Here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Let's go. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here we go. Now it's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way home goes touchdown. Robert Woods, 50 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A chance for us to look now at the Bills defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Breeze to throw for it on 4. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Paul Kruger in there to bring it down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Anthony in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
So when you have good field position to start a drive.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, is Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
Yeah, I think that's going to give him a little bit of comfort, but what he wants more than anything, a healed foot and a chance to be the #1 receiver he was drafted to be.
And Buffalo wants that, too. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I'll get
looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down. There's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go!
Here's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The play clock's running down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a time. And we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out here in the eye, and the wideout in motion. This is the veteran fullback, John Kuhn. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. On the carry, it's Kuhn, the fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They run. It's Mark Ingram. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Breeze going to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now out come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored.
Look at this time for once, and it's intercepted. Delvin Blow with a pick. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Gardner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to... Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Check down.
Still second down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Breeze. Pass incomplete. That one intended for his fullback, John Poole. And now it's third down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like the guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
The slot man in motion right. On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Let's go!
The coach is trending right now. Right, there's no doubt about it.
He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Paul Kruger in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. On second down, Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Byrd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. The final shot before half for Breeze. And that is incomplete. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, well played.
And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And you see zone defense, and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Ingram again. They find some open field here. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Breeze now on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcel Darius in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That's complete to Cooks. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Adolphus Washington in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And some space here. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Deshaun McCoy, 39 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Murphy. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on. But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, that led to a really nice game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big...
And the pressure gets the breeze as he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face-up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah, risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Now Taylor on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Donnell Allerby. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. And they're going to speed things up here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play. That he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'd have a return punch, but I imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw is Taylor. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Jim.
On second down, it's McCoy. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this is caught by Watkins. Well, they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's McCoy. They'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the night, and the Bills head on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This one of our
She's singing
guys.
too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You got to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field to offense. Take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Breeze now on first down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 51 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. It's a big run there by McCoy. 42 yards. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, we're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Taylor, and this one's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time, and it's third down. Now Taylor, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll be inside the 20. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fourth down, here's Taylor. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conference,
Brady's lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Ready.
Another pistol look here. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Ingram muscles him off. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Now a desperation. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Corey Graham. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. Right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and it translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Still second down.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go!
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. 38 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home.